since it has seemed to have quieted down, let's just take a moment and open the map here so you can see where we're at looking out this way, that we've got deep water all the way around. The sauger actually like to lay up in here, but in order to work some of this deeper water, what we're going to do is we're going to focus our cast a little more to the right and see if maybe we can find the spot they have gone to. Because they should still be biting. There's no reason for them to have just given up. Come on, fish. There we go. It seems like a little bit better one. But usually if I hit a lull in the bite, I'll try swapping around what I'm fishing with and where I'm casting to. Another nice one. I'm going to keep him. Cast back out there again. This time my aiming point is the first tall tree there. Ah, trophy grass pickerel. Very nice. I will happily take that. So if we look at our Emerald Exploration missions, catch walleye, catch grass pickerel. We need sauger, redfin, and chain, and northern. And just to switch things up, I'm going to swap out to my quarter ounce castings red devil and see if there is a redfin that might be in the mood. Whoa, he's rushing us. Come on. Wow, he's coming straight at us. He's like, no, stand way over there and mess with me, man. I'll come over there and punch you right in the face. And there is our chain pickerel that we need. open, we'll pick up our red fin. There's two different spots that I like to cast to try to pick up the red fin, and try a few casts over here, and if we pick up nothing but chains and grass pickerel, we'll shift our location and try a couple casts. But I figure as long as the walleye seem to have slowed down for a minute, might as well see if we can get a couple of our pike out of the way. Come here, you. Hey, nice trophy grass pickerel. Give her one more over there, maybe two more. As you can see, I'm trying to make sure that I don't get into those lily pads over there. But where I'm casting now is very consistent for chain pickerel, grass pickerel, and the occasional red pickerel, red fin. Right in the middle of the whole darn show, we had a power outage. The weather's a bit rough here this morning in North Carolina, here in Fayetteville, and just right in the middle of everything, just poof, the power went out. Came back about 3 seconds later. I'm really amazed because I didn't lose the footage that we've gotten so far this morning. I use a recording program called Action 4, and I've never had to deal with a power interruption while recording with Action, and I just assumed it would be like Bandicam, where it would be incomplete, no header information, and to my astonishment, the footage was saved. So we were in the process of seeing whether we could real quick pick up a redfin pickerel before we were so would-we interrupted. How would? Well, okay, don't know how that got. I guess it's because we got disconnected suddenly that our speed was up at full. Though having been disconnected and reconnected, it may have reset how excitable the walleyes are over there. So I think actually what I'm going to do is crank this bad boy in, swap back over to our narrow purple spoon, and see if we can catch a couple more walleyes. Because that's where the big money grip is in this situation. So go to our spoons, go to our purple narrow 1/4 ounce. And see if maybe our strange interruption of fortune has become good fortune. Deep water. All right. Get her up off the bottom a good distance. Nice. Let's see what we got here. It's fighting like a walleye, which is to say a complete lack of fight. he is. Loverly. Oh, he's a nicer one. 3.1 pounds. Keep him. So if I turn where I'm... Oh, stop with that. Oh, level 14. We just unlocked Falcon Lake. Woot! Falcon Lake. With me facing my casting point. And then bringing this out, you'll see that I'm throwing out. We're landing out in here. We're coming up over this rise and dropping off. And when we hit the other side of the drop off, basically, is when we've been getting most of our hits. So that's why I cast out in that particular direction, aiming at that tree, because we drop in the deep stuff, walk it up, over and drop off, and we're getting most of our hits right here on this side of the drop off. Just so you are aware. I think we may have picked up a pike here right at the dock. Oh, by golly, it was a walleye. That's awfully close in for a walleye to have taken it. He must have been following it. Nice, 316. We're going to keep him, and let's just get a look and see how we're looking dollar-wise now. So 2,600 plus the 500 bonus we got for our initial arrival here means we've now covered our travel costs. So that's at least sorted out. And so if we can pick up another 3 or 4 walleyes, we'll have completely covered all our expenses for our trip, which is nice. Very, very nice. Wish there was a way to cast for those sauger from here. Alright, I don't want to spend 1,000 on a boat, even though the boat is going to be pretty much the most reasonable way for us to get to sauger. In theory, we should have 2 more fish, but I missed 2 strikes. There he is. What do we got here? Perch. Yep. Wow, trophy yellow perch. I'll happily take that. 61 game bucks for a perch. That doesn't happen too often. I will not complain about that. I think we're gonna change locations and do some cross casting. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Not holding out a lot of hope for this particular soft bait where we're currently at. And say if we hopped in the boat and we went out by that big stone to fish the sauger out there, this would be definitely one of our winners. Oh, come on. Give me. Oh, I think I just avoided a snag by a split mouse whisker there. Like I say, we're going to cross cast to see what we may pick up out here with Weapon X. The legendary Daredevil spoon. Some people call them Daredevils, some people call them Red Devils, some people just call them the red one with the white stripe. But whatever you call it, it is a very old school part of an American fisherman's tackle box. Back in my day and age, if you had a tackle box and you didn't have a Daredevil spoon and a Rapala stick bait in it, you weren't a fisherman. Ah, sneaky devil. Picked it up while it was fluttering down. Just kind of picked it up and didn't really move with it or anything, but that color came into the bottom of our meter, and I watched it for a second, and it started to increase, and I knew that was the moment. What do we got here? Trophy yellow perch. Man, we have got to be. Yeah, we've got just the tiniest amount left in our fish keeper. That stringer is just about full, and it's a 33-pound stringer, so. Hoping I don't get snagged coming back through here. I think probably got just a little perch here. Though there's a chance of picking up a black crappie on this, but it's usually got to be a big one. But we're just getting perched over here, or is that a grass? Oh, it's a young northern pike. Well, hey, how about that? I think that should count for that mission. Yeah. So sauger and a redfin pickerel for 1,300. Now we've had them picking it up on the flutter down twice. So I'm going to be just a little more conscientious about watching my meter. Because when we get a fish that picks up the lure very lightly, you'll get a little blue down in the bottom of your meter. And if you just hold still for a second, that blue will ever so slightly increase. If it decreases, then the odds are is you've just gotten yourself a bit of a snag. If it increases, then you got a fish on. Over on Rocky Lake and Falcon Lake, the trout sometimes will pick it up so lightly, and only that meter will tell you that they're there. Oh, come on up here, you. What we got? And he's a chain pickerel, new personal record, which doesn't break my heart. My very first lures that I ever proudly owned, all of my own, was beat up old red devil. Oh, dang you. I think that was a snag. I don't think that was a fish. But yeah, a beat up, and I mean a beat up old red devil. Half its paint was gone. One of these, and little Rapala stick bait. The old man was cleaning out his tackle box, and he bought himself a fancy new tackle box. My mom about had a cow, and so he was cleaning out his 2 or 3 smaller tackle boxes that then he kept around, and he assembled me my own little tackle box. It was a big day for me. There he is, you bastard. And that should have popped us $1,000. No, we need a sauger. The humanity. But okay, now that I've got my redfin, there's really not much we can do for sauger, because there's no way for us to get over where we can reach where we need to cast to get to them, unfortunately.